Last weekend, my neighbor, Mrs. Patterson, who has lived next door since before the invention of the garage door opener, invited my family to a potluck dinner. She's always organizing these little get-togethers, and while her jello salad is infamous, her warmth is legendary. Right after she invited us, she added, "Bring your best pot." I thought it was a little odd to specify, but maybe she was trying to spice up the buffet with some friendly competition, like a chili cook-off, but for cookware. The day of the potluck arrived, and as I was grabbing my trusty Dutch oven, I saw my wife in the garage struggling to fit our giant plant pot into the trunk of our sedan. "Honey," Mrs. Patterson said, "to bring our best pot. This one's been with us since college," she explained, dirt and all. Our teenage son, never one to be left out, was lugging his drum set snare drum, which he insisted was technically a pot if you thought about it. Not to be outdone, my father showed up with a large black cauldron he borrowed from the community theater, announcing that if it was good enough for Macbeth, it's good enough for Mrs. Patterson. We pulled up to Mrs. Patterson's house only to find the entire cul-de-sac had apparently misinterpreted the invite. The Johnsons arrived with a crock-pot, but it was filled with nothing but marbles. We thought it was a guessing game, and old Mr. Green was wheeling in a cast-iron bathtub with a bow on it. The Smith kids brought a bunch of tiny flower pots filled with pudding, which frankly looked more appetizing than Mrs. Patterson's jello. There was not a single edible dish in sight unless you count the accidental basil clipping stuck to my wife's plant pot. Mrs. Patterson took one look at the pile of vessels on her porch, sighed, and said, "Well, I suppose this is what happens when you put the pot before the course."